Everyone, welcome to Dice Commando for my deck tech video of Poe and Sabine, both of these guys from the new set Covert Missions. Running both of these Elite for an even 30, and I am using Outer Rim Outpost. It has quickly become my battlefield of choice for all decks that strive to be fast. Just that extra card, it's really the extra resource. Alright, so usually start with the upgrades, but we'll go right into the sexiness of this. So we're running 2 copies of Black 1, Poe's ship. Do you note it has the power action to spot him to turn it to any side? Playing 2 copies of Sabine's fighter, 1 + 2 + 2. It does have ambush. When it modifies a specter, you can reroll it in. That's only happened 1 or 2 times. So do note that this doesn't work very well with Poe's power action. Poe's power action is may spot a vehicle that has no damage on it, place 1 damage on it, then resolve that die, increasing it by 1 or 2 if this character is piloting it. So it doesn't really work very well with just the 1 base side because it has to happen on its own. Right, so these are both 2s and they drop really, really easy. Ghost is in here also because it's kind of a free instigate. Oh, well, it's not free at all, but it brings an instigate with it with the extra die. You can do some you can roll in Poe maybe with Black 1 and then later roll in Ghost for that ambush, and it does hurt. So those are really the dice vehicles. I am running BB-8, not just for flavor, but because he turns Black 1's special. If we look at the Black 1, right, the special is deal 1 damage. Deal 1 damage to a character if a droid is attached to support rerolls instead of removing it. So you can do the cool thing with BB-8 with the reset as well. Just 1 copy of him because it's not super critical to the strategy, but it is fun and it is effective. All right, just for the other supports, running 2 merchant freighters. This guy is great because you can also pilot him and then eject. Then I'm running 2 copies of improvised explosive. Not a vehicle, but very fun. A lot of this deck goes down when one of your characters goes down because you lose piloting, you lose speed, you use dice, you use everything. So this is a nice little card to help kind of finish things out. All right, for upgrades, I am running 1 Poe's gun. Usually Poe's the first target, so actually this very rarely hits the table. And I'm playing 2 hand cannons. Again, if you find yourself with a bunch of money and nothing to play, it's just a little something, and it's great because you're not worried about too many upgrades. All right, now for the events, which is kind of what makes this deck sing a little. There's nothing super sexy in here, but 2 well-connecteds, that's just for extra money. Gives you, between that and then the merchant freighters, it gives you a pretty decent chance of being able to get an extra $1 the first couple of rounds. We have 2 field medics. We have 2 feet of strength. Again, fantastic removal card because both of them have 10 or more health. We have 2 easy pickings because why the heck would you not? All right, now we get into kind of the tech cards. So flanked by wingmen, running 2 of those. This is a card from the new set. So activate 1 of your characters to give it 1 shield or 2 shields instead if you spot 2 pilots. So you have 2 pilots on the board, you can bring them in. We are playing 2 ejects. Again, with 2 copies, so a lot of the vehicles are, or not all of the vehicles are unique. But I've even blown up a Black 1 or a Sabine's tie before with an eject and then played the other one just for the healing and the shields. You have 2 copies of Instigate. That's for your obvious action cheating. Now here is a 1 of that I would run 2 of. So jump to light speed, spot a vehicle support in the action phase, set this event aside. The reason I'm not playing 2 is I didn't realize until I went to build this deck, because we had never really played that card before, I only own 1 of those. So I supplemented it with another copy, or a 1 of Run to Safety. Again, this is a really good card because it can basically heal 3, except that you have to have it spread around, and that's why I only run 1 of them. So that is it for the deck. I wanted to take just a couple seconds to show just some cool things that you can do, right? So eject, obviously, with the merchant freighter. This is one of those feel bad moments because let's say you pilot in Poe. Let's say you have Poe and you choose for whatever reason to pilot the merchant freighter. They know you have eject, right? But what are they going to do about it? they can maybe try to discard your hand. That's about all they can try to do. So that one is a nice little combo. And then of course, we already talked about Ghost coming in, but Ghost coming in with a bunch of die already in the table and activating Sabine to just get out with a big hit. It's just like an Instigate, but it's way better. So, all right, that is the deck. That is Poe Sabine Pilots, just a fun little deck using mostly new CM cards. And yeah, so let me know what you think about the deck. If nothing else, go Commando.